And we are live. I meant to change my earrings, but I don't have time
We
to do
can't see them. With that kind of hairstyle, you got to wear loops, hoops.
exactly.
Got to wear hoops with that, or something that comes down.
So within our little intermission, maybe I'll go run and get my hoops.
Go go.
30 seconds. Let me get ready because
Get up. Let's go, baby.
30 seconds be going fast. All right.
Mm.
So, oh, wait. And then I have to, tag you good folks. So while we talking right quick, I might can do that. And that way, when we on our little showing the intro, I can run and get my earrings.
Yeah. Just make it back in time because I don't know. Last week you said you couldn't stand up, so I don't want you to get caught back on camera the wrong way. That is fill up the chat. We have so many views tonight.
And tonight would not be good.
You better time it.
Oh, so let me do this. Let me tag y'all first before I try to run back in here. I see some people already on. Hello, good people. Getting me tag my good brothers here. And
she said, "Good brothers, y'all, family." Because at the end of the night, we could be.
And with this letter, we may be getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we got some people on, so let's let me try to run out of here. Okay. Here
Go
we
ahead,
go.
run, go.
I made it back.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
I forgot you two knuckleheads could see me, but anywho,
We can't see you.
I didn't see you when I got up.
No.
Steve was looking.
If I could, I wouldn't turn my head. I don't turn my head. No, not when I'm in the house. Hell no. Sorry. Peekaboo. It's Halloween time. Peekaboo.
My goodness.
There you go. Hey, Vic, what you been? I was looking at the intro real quick. I know we got to start the show. But, I look back at Vic, you used to be that wild and crazy guy. You kind of mellow. What's going on, brother? You kind of mellow.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay. I'm wild and crazy.
Would that be on air or off?
Off air.
We'll talk about it on there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hey.
That's what I ate. Getting bells already. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm back in. I wasn't supposed to have company tonight, but I did earlier. You know me. I'm always company last night.
One or two?
One each night.
Okay. Okay then. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica.
He can't get his bell yet.
I'm gonna have it soon. Trust.
Don't worry about it. I'll send it over there with the honey packs. I'm gonna send you a present. So if he get a honey pack, I get a honey pack. You want one too, Veronica?
No.
Oh, okay. Your honey stirred up already. Okay, I got you.
I don't need anything extra, honey.
Oh, because you got them endorphins released because you stretch and work out.
Anywho. Hello, Vic White. How are you this evening?
Just trying to make it.
Trying to make it sound.
Trying to make it.
Married.
Ooh, I can't wait for this.
Telling you, boy.
Yeah. Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station.
What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on? You know, I'm so excited. Come on, skip all this. Let's get to Vic.
Mr. Vic, what you got you on the straight and narrow, bro?
How was your weekend?
So my weekend really wasn't, exciting. Wednesday, I went to the little poetry thing again, and it's at open mic. I went to open mic, and I was sitting there, and I had wrote a poem, and then the other one wasn't really quite complete or whatever. Anyway, so this woman got on stage, right, and she read something, and I thought it was the same chick from last week, but I'll just tell you the story. So I thought it was the same chick from last week. So anyway, I was over there, sitting on the bar, whatever, doing, whatever. And she was like, the girl was like, well, sir, why don't you come up here and say something? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And she pretty much made me come up there. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there and, some people had their phones out. And I was like, y'all, I'm nervous. Like, please, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Please don't record me. This is my first time. I'm nervous, whatever. So I read my first poem, right? And I got a very, very warming reaction. No, I didn't get the snaps. I actually got claps. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So the girl, you know what I'm saying, we was kind of communicating. We was talking, whatever. And I'm thinking one thing. So I'm like, well, shit, I might be in there. She had her titties out and all this other shit. So I'm talking to her and I bought her like a drink or whatever. So she was like, well, you told me you had another one. You didn't finish. Go ahead and read that one, then you can expand on it later. So, the liquor was kind of flowing. So I was like, well, shit, let me go ahead and say, what I want to say. So I read it and I didn't get a chance to finish. And I looked up and my homeboy was standing there with his eyes open like this. He was like, bro, like that was just, deep. And, he felt kind of emotional a little bit, but, I got a real warm embrace. So I go back to the bar, whatever. I was standing over there and me and the young lady, we still talking. She was like, I had my aunts with me. And she was like, well, I really want to do this poem, but I don't know. I was like, because she was a preacher's kid. And we sitting there, we talking. And I'm thinking, I'm about to make the move. I'm about to go ahead and do this poem. And this woman sat up there and read a poem about the first time she ate some coochie. I said, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just turned my whole stomach another way. I wanted my damn money back that I bought them drinks for. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't what I wanted to hear, where I think she was going with that. And when she finished her poem, I kind of told her about herself and I hauled ass. You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty liberating. And in the poem I talked about, what I'm saying, being more of who I am versus who people think I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like a butterfly coming out of, a caterpillar coming out of cocoon. Like, you go in a certain type of way, but you can't always stay that way. You got to eventually blossom and become who you really are versus what people think you are. So, the little reserved shit, I'm getting older, bro, and I'm tired and shit. But, that's still in me, but that's not, 100% of who I am. I say that.
I got it. First of all, let me applaud you for being nervous and going up there and get that bell and doing that. And me and you on this show, we've agreed, we disagree. I've talked about growth, and as a personal person, I've told you I've seen little things, and you don't do it for us. You are who you are. You're your own man, and I have no reason to try to change you. about anything that I can add to make anybody better, but that's not what it's about. It's about self-reflection. And I'm proud of you there. On the other thing, I see, again, you as your own person, but poetry is about being poetic and expressing whatever. So I would have to hear what this lady said about eating Gucci or whatever, but I think it's about expression. And sometimes you talk about something and it can be broadened, or it could say one thing but represent something else, So I have to hear her poem, but for me, I don't know what to expect to come out of someone reciting poetry, and I pretty much support them for whatever they do out there. So, but kudos to you, my brother.
I just say this, like, and I found it as an outlet because what I'm writing down ain't a lie. The hardest part about it is setting myself up to either try to rhyme or come something close to it. You get what I'm saying? So I have to alter my words just a little bit, but the message is still, what it is. And like I said, I may go tomorrow. I mean, we on shutdown right now. I may go tomorrow because I wrote one that is going to be probably the end of my poetry career, because I feel like once I say this one, I got everything off my chest, and there's no point of me going back again. You know what I'm saying?
It's always more.
Well, what I was getting out is not nothing. Like, I could write positive shit all day long, but what basically my poems, the two that I wrote, is about what I've experienced and coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not sitting out here talking about, a lot of personal things, but in a sense I am. So if you know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But, to them, it's, I don't know what they got out of it. You know what I'm saying? I would have to ask Queen, you know what I'm saying? But I felt different leaving. Like, I was on like a real emotional high, which it's been a long time since I felt an emotional high. But yeah, it was different. It was very, very different. Like, the feeling was just different. Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing to you, Victor. On this show, just first meeting you, and I don't want to get weird because you will be like, this is kind of weird. It's on you. I know how you get, bro. But on a serious note, on this show, like I said, I've learned you. And I know that you think sometimes differently, or you look at things differently, and you look at it from your perspective through who you are. And I think that on this show, this has been a place and a vehicle for you to express yourself, brother. And I think it has given you an outlet. I think with this poetry thing, and I agree with you, Sister Veronica, again, tomorrow, if you do go, it may be your last time. I got that. But I do see this as another vehicle or expression. And I think this show has helped you grow part of your growth through other things. But I think this show is giving you that vehicle to express. And now the poetry allows you to not only express, to get a little bit more personal in who you have become and who you were, and put all that together and express it in words. So whatever you do, I'm there encouraging you. If you ever want me to come out there to support you, I'll be there. I have no problem. But I think it's another lane for you, my brother. If you choose to do that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that's what like what Fatin say. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like this show has helped you. This show has helped all of us. I mean, Fatin, you and I both, we're in radio, you know what I'm saying, for many years. So we know, and people know, a lot of people know us, but Victor is like, he came out on Tangy Tea of Life, and his first hosting gig was with me, right, Vic?
Yep.
At Tasha, what do you call it? Fashion show.
Fashion show.
And you had what, 2 other gigs since, or 3? gigs since we did a show out there.
It might have been a little more than that. I mean, I don't post them all, but
yeah.
at least ever since then, it's been about 3 or 4 years. Yeah, and this, you know what I'm saying, it's putting, you know, extra income in my pocket, and I appreciate, you know, I didn't realize people actually paid for hoes. I never knew that. I just thought, you know, the trade-off was I don't have to pay to get in, but I didn't realize, you know, y'all make several $100s just for doing that. So yes, anytime if you want me to come, I will fucking come and be whoever you ask me to be for a small nominal fee. Yeah. I'll say
you just said that. I just did this here today. It's a 3-page contract. Somebody want me to host a gala in New York. It's contract, baby. That's money. I can't do that about just getting in free. And it's a gala and they're charging $100 per plate. Oh no.
Absolutely.
Baby. Oh, you got to pay me and transportation as well.
There's benefits. I mean, and with our talents, and yeah, patting myself on the back, you on the back for team, Victor, you on the back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, get out there and use your talents. And when it comes to the poetry deal, I think you should keep it going. Don't make it your last one, and especially if you're feeling the way that you're feeling about it, I feel like you should definitely keep it going. But I do want to ask one thing though.
What's that?
I know what it is.
I'm gonna just go and tell you no before you ask it. But go ahead.
You know it's coming.
Can you read a little something for us? Just the little, not the one that you're gonna do this tomorrow, like the one that you did last week or the week before that. Just can you please just read a little something?
You want me to read something?
Please.
No.
Oh, he was pulling it up too.
I'm looking.
I mean, he can give us 3 or 4 sentences.
Yeah,
give us a little something.
You want me to give you 3 or 4 sentences?
Give us a little something, baby. You're a creative brother, man.
I give you something little, something like. It starts off. It says, "I really didn't want to come up here and open up just to get off this stage with no one to sew me back up. Opening up to a room full of strangers for them to judge me and say, is he talking about himself or did he make all this up? Imagine walking through life with the burden of everyone with your same last name. Imagine waking up in a relationship realizing both of you don't want the same thing." And I'm gonna just stop right there.
That's not bad, bro. That is not bad.
Give us more.
That's not bad.
No,
I mean, especially with the last name and then waking up.
Right.
Brother, you could create a conversation, a whole show for that, brother.
No. Well, the one, I'll give you a couple of lines from the one that kind of moved the crowd. Now I'll just give you the first paragraph.
Okay.
Well, wait. Because it's still not finished, so I'll ride through for a little bit. It says, I had to look up the definition of poetry to make sure what I was doing was artistic or just another session of me bitching about something I have no control over, another instance of me self-snitching. I'm tired of the double standards when it comes to men and women, but I'm going to try to stick a how a male can't be human without being referenced to women. Men can't cry unless it's pre-authorized by the female in his life. But remember why you crying, and it can and will be used against you at a later date. It's cliche for women to say, I don't know what kind of woman you used to date. But sweetheart, you're judged by every female that a man has ever been romantically involved with. So the younger me hasn't gotten over being chastised by the younger you. Everyone doesn't heal from the scars of emotional homicide. So that's why I shut down when those feelings start to rise. So that's why when my feelings get hurt, I bottle up everything and say I won't cry.
Come on,
yeah, I closed my eyes on that because
right.
I had to close my eyes because I didn't want to look and be distracted.
Exactly.
Your words are you got a gift, brother. You got a gift. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and pull your chain because you'll say it's weird. You got a gift, brother. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do it. But that's a great, tremendous start. That ain't a That ain't a start. That's a tremendous start, brother. You
I
definitely.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes, Victor. Can I be your agent?
For what? Like I tell you, I'm only gonna do it one more time. I have one, and that's it. I pretty much put it out, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you. But I have one that I pretty much just let it go, and it is what it is after that.
That's what you think.
No, I'm like you. So one thing I will say, and I talked about, this another time, like when you go to the places that I went to write this, I can't keep going down this path, because in order for these words to be authentic, I have to put myself back in that situation, and I don't want
mentally, and
Yeah.
and then it's emotionally draining, huh?
It is, because it's not like I sat and wrote this in one night. You know what I'm saying? This was days and days. So if I'm in a good mood and I'm like, well, shit, let me write a couple of words. You know what I'm saying? Then I have to read what I already wrote, get back in that mind space, and my mood is altered just by maybe a sentence or two that I wrote. And then for the rest of the day, I'm still in the funk, because I'm like, I didn't finish, and that whole, aura is stuck on me. So it's like, I don't want to keep jumping back in and back out, back in and back out. So what I found out for me is, I'll sit in the bed sometimes and I cut all the lights off, and then I can go there. You know what I'm saying? And then finish up. But like I said, this last one, I can't keep doing this. Or I'm gonna have to just change the subject and start talking about elephants and hippopotamuses and shit like that. But nah.
But that's just like some folks are putting in the comments, like that's healing for you. And I see you healing. That's just like Fatine said before the show. Was that before the show or whatever, when we was backstage or whatever? And you was like, you can see like a difference in Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's definitely noticeable. And I'm proud of you. Look at you going in front of our eyes.
Thank you.
I'm proud of him, but I will have to say this here, that I respect what he's saying, because there's a difference right here. And I do understand what Victor's saying, because there's people in life that it comes to naturally. I think of Michael Jackson. I think of Lionel Richie. I think of Stevie Wonder. I think of Aretha Franklin. And I think of my brother, the late, great brother, James Mtume. And when you're in that and it just flows, what Victor is saying is not flowing. He has to go back. And what he has to do is he has to channel himself. And it's a reflection. But it takes a lot, and it can be exhausting and emotionally exhausting, emotionally painful if he goes into painful places, and he has to put himself there. And a lot of people don't understand, when you put yourself there, you become that again. And when you do that, sometimes you have walked away from that, you've learned from it, you've hurt from it. So what Victor is basically saying, I don't want to keep revisiting that place where I got this from, because it doesn't flow naturally, even though I experienced it. So I understand, brother. I definitely understand. We're getting deep now. This is, I love this kind of conversation too.
Maybe I need to come with my voice. I got a lot on my chest, I need to say.
Well, I appreciate it. But I mean, I don't think, honestly, it's, people say it's healing, the healing part. But I want to say, I feel like, the healing will never, ever, ever, ever be fully healed from anything emotionally that I've ever, experienced. I can only speak for myself. So, whether it's a up or a down, like, that is going to always resonate with me. I remember how I felt when I first got my first, paycheck. That feeling is there. I can't not forget that. And I remember the first time that, I ain't had no money. So I know how that feels. And I don't know how you heal from things like that. My first heartbreak, my last heartbreak, you know, anything in between that. You know, even when I still see people that I used to date and we're no longer dating, you know, I don't think about the good times. I think about why we not together no more. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah,
I think I think what you, the example you just showed, and it's something that you said a while ago on the show that you know, we kind of glossed over at first, but then me and you talked, and he was talking about that childhood heartbreak and how you still, you know, when you talked about it. So I understand and respect you about the feeling. Like, for instance, you just said you remember how you felt when you didn't have money. What you did is you didn't like that feeling. And you put yourself in a situation not to try to feel that again, you know, under, you know, where you have control of your life. And the same thing through heartbreak. You don't want to feel heartbreak like you when you have your heart broken, but sometimes we run from that heartbreak, and sometimes we're scared to love again. So it's a self-reflection thing, man. And I think that everybody should self-reflect. Victor's talking about it from poetry, but this has been a vehicle. Even if he didn't do this vehicle of poetry, he still lives this day in and day out, y'all. He's just using words now to express it, but he still feels it because this is part of who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you this, you know, not to stay on it, but you know, when it comes to with me and I guess healing, so to speak, with breakups, as long as we can get to the root cause of why we broke up, you know, irreconcilable differences, in my opinion, you have to back up to when it first started. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying, if I'm just saying we just can't get along, well, at one point in time we did. So something changed. And for us to be that, I should say, for us to be that mad with each other, what was the first instance? And I think for both of us to get something out of it, we both gonna have to be completely honest with each other and say, this is something that you did, and not take offense when somebody is doing this, saying, okay, I felt this way when you did this, and not just say, well, I did this because you did this. And you know, you have to say, okay, you know, I was fucked up, you know, and that was the emotional snowball that, you know, got so big that we couldn't do nothing else with it. And you know, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you opening up on that, Vic. You know, you don't like to do it too much, but I think thank you, brother. Thank you. And he's not making it weird, and we don't need to make it weird on him. So
thank you.
Again, congratulations, there, my brother.
Proud of you. You know, that's all it takes is a little tea to bring some growth to your life. You know, open your eyes up.
Oh, a little gin. Nah, stop. I know he drank tequila, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrone says, honesty is what heals the heart. Exactly. Hey, EG. In the end, we are still that little kid trying to overcome that fear or hurt we never got beyond. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Victor. That was
thank you.
Very special. Yes, absolutely. And hello to all the good people out there. We didn't even, you know, take time to speak to you all. Thank y'all for joining us. Tangy Tea of Life. We are definitely glad that you all are joining us on this Tuesday. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Nicole, Miss Carol, all of you out there, Amy, John, Mr. Sammy, Tracy, Lisa, Thomas, Pam, Angela, Keisha, Renee. Those are the girls that swing my way. How that song go? Not me personally, but
I like the names, and they need to swing this way. As they swinging, come on by.
oh, I cannot.
I got room.
Jesus. So we heard about Victor's weekend. But T, how was your weekend?
Just a regular quiet weekend. I didn't do anything special. I think this has been
bike weekend?
Huh?
Did you say bike weekend?
No, just quiet weekend. Quiet weekend. I didn't get a chance to go down to the Carolina Health, what it do the fest that they have this weekend. But I heard that went very well. But I didn't do nothing much, at all. Just, it was big sports weekend, for us, New York Yankees in the World Series. The Mets didn't make it. Game 2 games short of it. Dodgers, they play. New York Liberty basketball team, female WNBA as champions, first time ever for New York women basketball team to be champions. So big sports weekend for us, us that from New York City, support New York City and stuff like that. But other than that, just a quiet weekend.
Okay. Well, my nephew was in town or still in town from California, so it was great to see him. So I spent time with family and friends. We did a little grilling out, but it was definitely good to spend time with family as always. Y'all know I'm big when it comes to family. Love spending time with family and friends and just loved ones. Also, I had an episode this weekend, and I told myself I'm not gonna be single much longer.
Ooh, you had an episode. What was that? Do tell. I do have a cigar, a little cigar over there. You do tell. What kind of episode?
And on that note, thank y'all so much for watching. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Let me just say this real quick. I don't want to mess up the mood, but again, there's a lot of things that happen down here. I am not from down here. So, but I just take a moment to just pay respect. I know that there was a tragedy in Darlington last week for individuals that lost their life in a car wreck, and just taking a moment just to send my prayers and condolences to the family and friends of those that perished in that car wreck. I was speaking with Dominique McFarland, and she said that she knew one of the families trying to help them. She had a prayer line going for them the other day. So just taking a moment. I don't think I knew any of them, but just because I don't know someone, when you hear of something like this, of 4 people losing their life like that in an instant, you just take a moment just to pause. So I just send our prayers and condolences.
Absolutely. Thank you, Fatina. I knew parents of the ones that was killed. Tragic situation. Most definitely. Our hearts and prayers are going out to the families and all the loved ones of those young guys, the victims. Yeah. Sad when we hear about stuff like that. Most definitely. All right. So I'm not telling y'all the episode. It wasn't like that type of episode y'all thinking about. It was.
We don't know. We didn't think of it. We just you said singles. Yeah, we got to hear you. Victor went on the limb.
Scary episode. It was a scary episode. That's all I'm gonna say. It wasn't like no freak episode. It was like, because like a lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but you have quite a few people that saying, oh, I want to stay single. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. I don't need no man. I don't need lies they tell.
Sure do. Damn right.
I'm gonna have me a boo, and
have us a boo or a couple of boos.
No, I just need one boo.
I just said we are gonna have a boo or a couple of boos. That's all I said.
Okay, you with the couple. I can only handle one.
I tell you, for a while, I want to say the better part of this year, I stayed away from events because of that. And I get what I think I get where you're going with this, Veronica. You go into a wedding, wedding may be a little different. But I'm talking about like little shit. Like, sometimes when you get off work, you know what I'm saying? Or you going, I travel, I've been traveling quite a bit. And when you ain't got nobody to talk to, like, yes, I can call somebody and talk to them, but that ain't what I'm talking about right now. Mm-hmm. When you don't have somebody that you can gossip with, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't have somebody who you can, not really pour into, but that you know this person gonna stop what they doing to, you know, be this person with me, or y'all can just share it. Like I'll see sometimes be out and I see little couples kind of, you know, they'll look at each other and kind of do like that, and you can tell like they talking about somebody without saying nothing. I miss little shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not willing to go that to sacrifice that for a maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's been my thing when I see little shit like that.
And Victor, brother, you summed it up, man. You know, and I don't see it in the chat, but I'll put it out there. I ain't got no shame in my game. You know, I have someone that I can talk to like that, and she comes in the chat sometimes, KC, and you know, I'm not in no relationship. I'm single. I say that all the time, but it feels good when you can talk to some female about things. I'm telling you, y'all don't realize some of the challenges and propositions and this, that, and the other. When you can talk about that, even if it's coming from another female with a female that is cool with you, it's therapeutic and it's just good. And when you got somebody like that in your corner, like Vic said, Absolutely. It makes a difference, because now I don't have to, and I don't hide anything. Well, I just don't, you know, I mean, you know, that is in reason. You understand what I'm saying? Everything in your bedroom don't need to be talked about. Not talking about that, but I'm just saying certain things and how you move and whatever. It's always good to have that confidant right there with you. So we ride or die type of person. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is, and that's how I tell. I've talked about this in the past, and that's who I am today. I try to be as transparent with these females down here or wherever, and that's how I move, and that's the way who I am.
So I get it, but I guess with me, I don't want the friendship aspect. Like I think when it comes down to me, you know, and doing that, I need you to be available, because if you're not available to me and you're, you know, available to everybody else, and I feel like, you know, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way if I'm playing second, third, fourth fiddle, and I don't want to do that. So, and I get what you're saying. Like everybody's relationship with everybody's different, but you know, with me, I want my own person. You know what I'm saying? It may happen and it may not. It may not ever happen. But, you know, that's what I'm seeking. You know, maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but when I'm ready to start looking, then that's exactly what's gonna happen. But definitely not this year.
You don't know. It may come to you.
It can't. But I do have some control over, you know, my choices. So, you know, I made it, you know, to myself that I'm not going to actively commit to anyone this year. Or, I mean, I really don't want to even date, you know what I'm saying? But like a commitment, nah, that ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. And our girl E.G. says, what is this? Confess your woes at the altar night? I don't think this is woes. I don't think there's not complaints here. I think what you sisters talk about is transparency. And that's what y'all want. Isn't that what y'all want? Transparency. And I just think that honesty or transparency or knowing what you want, like Victor saying, I know what I want. And see, that's the difference. A lot of times we say what we want, but we don't really know what we want. And there's a difference. And when you know what you want, you act on what you want. If you're a mature and responsible person there, and that's the bottom line. So, you know, but anyway.
Absolutely. And let me say, folks, I do not smoke. Okay. These are fake cigarettes off Amazon.
What name?
It looks funny. Look. It got a little light, just like a real cigarette. Y'all see that? Hey.
But you could have bought the real ones
for
probably a little cheaper.
I don't want the real ones, Victor. Okay. Oh. My goodness. All right, so we do have an email letter. Is all hearts and minds clear? Because this is good.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I know you're gonna get it. I know it. Get it. Got
What?
Mr. Grumpy.
What happened?
That's it. Get it, Vic.
How? So all of us see, and this is one reason why I don't say anything a lot of times,
Right.
because now I'm grumpy. So
I knew it.
and I mean, if that's what she takes from it, I mean, I get it. It's a public platform. You say what you want to say. I'm not gonna take it too personal, but I'm grumpy now. See, and maybe she didn't hear the whole thing, but like I said, I'm grumpy.
I don't think she was talking about your and EG clarify, because I want to know too. I think she was talking about when you
Nope.
said you're not looking for. I don't. She definitely wasn't talking about your poetry.
She
No.
said, "You trying to church it up." She said exactly. She said, "I can't figure out Victor White is too young to be this grumpy." Like, I don't think I shitted on anybody. All I said was I wasn't looking for anybody. Like, what's wrong with that?
And I wonder if it's not grumpy. Grumpy can be used in different ways. But I look at it as like being kind
Let
of
me know if you
associated
want-
with being an old man. Kind of, you're young, you're still vibrant, and you kind of like moving like a grumpy old man, where they get set in their ways and, they slow it down a little. I look at it what she means.
So the definition of grumpy is bad tempered and irritable.
Irritable. There you go.
Yeah, I love.
So if I choose not to date and get up in somebody's space and mess they damn whole mood up, I'm grumpy. Like, I think I listen, I get it. She said my delivery of the word. Yeah.
Yeah, and she said exactly for teens, because that's what I figured. I read that from her,
I mean, I
from
get
that
it.
perspective.
I get it, but I've always said it's not how I said it. Just listen to what I said. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. Like right now, I'm tired, so I'm speaking in a monotone voice. I'm not upbeat and all this stuff. I'm tired, but I get it. I get what she's saying, but the message is I don't want to play with nobody right now. I don't want to date this year, and that is a task that I set for myself, is to not do anything this year. Next year, it may happen and it may not, but that's just something that I set for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play in nobody's daughter face. So
there's a reason why you did that, and
I know the reason.
Yeah, it's a reason.
Can I tell you?
What's that?
Okay, so the reason is, ladies, winter is approaching. The holidays are coming up. You have Christmas, and then right around the corner is Valentine's Day. Forget that. Vic White is not going to be in a relationship with no one around the Christmas holidays and Valentine's Day. So after February 14th, your chances
He's back on the market.
Absolutely.
So in a sense, you're probably 75% right. And the reason I say that is because I've been in, this is a long time ago. We're gonna reference years ago. I got into something and it felt a little rushed. You feel me? And when it was all said and done, years later, I asked, her about it, and she was like, I didn't want to show up to my family functions without somebody. And I'm like, so you pretty much used me. And she was like, no, I liked you, but I wasn't the forever guy. I was the moment guy. You know what I'm saying? Which, I got something out the deal. I guess she's got something out the deal, but it was a waste of time for me. So sometimes if the opportunity is there, some people will capitalize on it and it could turn into something great, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I want it to be organic in all aspects. I don't want you, Valentine's Day coming up, it's January, and your coworker's gonna get some flowers. So you like, well, let me get this dude some ass so he can send me some flowers. Like, I don't want to be that guy.
Hmm.
And sometimes that happens, not saying all, not saying most, just that's happened to me once. And it's always stuck in the back of my mind.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's mean
It's not
on
mean.
her part.
I don't think it's mean,
No,
because I mean,
I
it wasn't
don't.
like I didn't get nothing out the deal.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it was mean, Um
Sometimes we utilize the situation. Sometimes we use people, and then sometimes we utilize, and it works out for both.
that's a fact. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how it works out sometimes.
Yeah.
All righty. Anything else on your heart?
We still waiting on you to talk about what you
Yeah, what you saying?
I'll tell y'all off it was serious.
What's happening there, mama?
It was I was overworked. I'll say that. And my body told me so.
and
So it was that type of situation. And I'm like, oh no, I'm definitely gonna have a boo in my life where, if stuff go down on my end, on his end, like we'll be there for one another to help one another, in a situation like that. I'm not gonna be old and gray around here and
Well, let
not.
me ask you this, Veronica. Is there anything, just from your perspective, is there anything wrong with that being a friend with benefits, where it's not quite a committed relationship, but it's still someone there in your corner? Is there anything from your eyes? I mean, I'm not saying that's what you want, but do you look at it as a female? Is anything wrong? Because I see females utilize that themselves. They don't want no commitment, but they don't want to be alone at times, and they got one or they got a special or whatever, how they roll, just like us brothers, And I said this year. I've been down here 3 years. It's been a year since Hanifa's passed, over a year now. So it's a winter. I don't want to be in this house every night by myself. You understand what I'm saying? So but I'm not ready for no committed relationship. I just don't want to commit right now. But so my question to you is, does it have to be a relationship for you, or it could be something special?
Definitely something special, but eventually it's going to turn into a relationship, a committed relationship. Absolutely. I'm talking about somebody that I can have with me, turn off the lights. He's right there in the bed with me. I'm squeezing his butt. He may be squeezing my butt, just holding and cuddling. And you know what I'm saying? I want that in my life eventually. I'm not saying that it's getting ready to happen next week or next 2 months or whatever, but I'm saying, like, yes, of course we're going to start out as friends, and then gradually it's going to turn into something. Yeah.
I support it.
Yeah, definitely want
support it. You releasing endorphins in the gym. Ain't nothing wrong with releasing some endorphins in the bedroom.
So, that's one reason. And I said this before. That's one reason why I don't fuck around in the shower. I don't jump up and down. I don't listen to music. I'm extra careful because, like I said, if I damn fall in that shower, like that is something that I think about every day, 2 to 3 times a day when I go in that shower, that I got rugs and all that other shit in there, a damn chair, and I take both of my phones in there with me just in case. Because I'm telling you, even when I walk down the steps, I walk slow because I live by myself. And if I fall, bro, like, that's it. Everything that I work for can be gone in a split second by me just fucking around trying to damn do some crazy shit in the shower. Like, nah. Like, I get where you coming from by you saying you being overworked and you can't go. So, I do take, I'm at the age now that a lot of my coworkers is on their 2nd and 3rd back surgery. One of my best work friends, he's out right now for 3 to 4 months on his 1st back surgery. And we all do the same thing. And, fortunately, I haven't had any issues that I know about, but I do wake up with aches and pains sometimes, and that is in the back of my mind. Like, I have to better take care of myself. But sometimes when you're taking care of yourself, you have to strain yourself. So, yeah.
I just want to comment, even though that is said to me from Easy, she said, Brother Fateen, that's a whole vibe right there. But not everyone is down with that or even get it. But what you described is it. And I appreciate that from a mature sister, because I talk about this, and I'm glad that she gets it, because I ain't got time to play games out here. And I ain't got time, and people get it. And this is about enjoying life, and it's just about communication. So thank you, Sister E. Appreciate it.
So I want to get to John also, and also Marvin Tony's comment. Go ahead, Vic.
I want to say this about Vern. Vern is making a joke, but that he ain't lying when he say this shit. We too old to be masturbating in the shower. You all right, Vern? I will agree with you on that, because I'ma just say I ain't got the same strength that I did before, and shit get weak now. You know what I'm saying? Damn legs like noodles in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got to lay down.
Jesus.
Light-headed and shit.
Or sit down in the chair.
Oh,
I'm telling you, he ain't lying.
Shower chair. Oh, God.
I ain't beat off in the shower in a long motherfucking time, cuz I don't plan on doing it again either. But those days are over. You ain't gonna down send no ambulance sitting there with me and I got nut on my chest and shit.
You stupid. That's where I'm
passed out and I got a load of hell no. Them niggas ain't gonna write no 3-page letter on me talking about how we found them. Oh hell no. No.
Okay then. All right. So John says, I'm curious. Do any women think they have possibly met their good man but passed him over, or just ain't recognized it was Mr. Right? Just curious.
Great question. I just wonder what those in the chat will say. Veronica, let's start with you.
I do believe that. I do. And we turn them away if we think they are. I feel like I turned good men away because I was in a situation, or if I'm in a relationship, that's automatically a turn away. Like, I'm not getting to give no one my time if I'm in a relationship. But yeah, I do feel like I turned down some that I think are good men. Yep. Pass them by.
I feel like in my past, once it was over and I dated someone different, it was a comparison. I really feel like I see where I could have made this work and it continued further than what it did. Now, where they miss right, I don't know. I don't think I've ever dated a bad person. I can honestly say I don't think I dated a bad person. I just think that, we didn't work for, various reasons. But I do sometimes wonder in certain situations, if so-and-so was here, we would be doing this. I will say that I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fateen, you want to jump on that?
No. This question is to the women.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll leave it there. It's to the women. I can play my role. I want to hear from you and women. But I do want, when you do get to Marvin's comment, that's interesting too.
All right. So, ladies, if y'all want to answer that in the chat, y'all can do so as well. But yes, my answer is yes, John. Yes. Okay, so Marvin says, so if we start out as friends and it doesn't turn into a relationship, is the man wrong? Is that leading a woman on? I'm going to say as long as you both are on the same page. You know, like if you tell someone at the beginning that, you know, you want to be friends or whatever, okay, that's good. But just know that if you're coming up on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years and you know y'all doing the same thing, you're laughing, you're talking, you're going out, you're doing this, you're doing that, some feelings are going to get involved, and then in the back of her mind she's going to, well, some in the back of her mind is going to be like, okay, well, when do you think this is going to happen? Are we going to get in a relationship? Or you know what I'm saying? The feelings get involved. I mean, we're human. So to answer his question, no, it's not the man's fault. As long as that man is clear on, you know, what he wants from the situation or whatever you want to call it. So really it's that woman's fault for even, you know, thinking that things could go further. So I would say it will be on that woman.
So my deal is I've been on the other side where it was told to me, and I think I said this, I think when Sophie might have been in here, or it might have been me, that it was told to me from the beginning, this it, this, we're staying here. And I wanted more, where she pretty much told me in the beginning, this is it. And I thought, well, we're doing all of this, you know, we having these nap dates and shit. And, you know, I'm rubbing, touching, feeling, you letting this shit go on. But you've already stated in the beginning that this is all is ever going to come of this. I must say, if you're telling me this and we ain't actively having relations, I take that as the gospel now, because you are in a clear state of mind. Like, I've said some shit in the act of sex that I wish I could take back. I've said shit that I was, you know, drinking that I wish I could take back. But if we sitting there and we talking to, you know, sound-minded human beings, and you tell me this is all you want and this is it, I got to take that for what it's worth and try not to change you, because you are in a sound state of mind.
I like the word try.
I mean, yeah, the reason I say try, because like you said, when feelings, like, I'm already in it because I want you. And am I willing to try and convince you this? Like, I shouldn't have to. A relationship really ain't that damn hard if you think about it. But go ahead, Fatin.
I listen to both of you, and it's not that I don't, you know, agree with Victor, but the words you said, Veronica, I could probably walk in footstep with this, and what I was doing, and of course being quiet and listening to you two, made me think. And I've dealt with women, but I've only been in 3 major relationships, 2 marriages and 1 in college. And when I got with all 3, I was looking for a relationship, not looking before I met them, but when I met them, it was, I didn't become, when I met them, we became friends, but I was looking for that. They knew that. But you didn't come out and just say, oh, I'm looking for a relationship. It's just the interest, and the interest that was given back, the energy that was given back. So it was just compatible. And there's some things you got to realize that you play out in life. You just don't write everything down. We're grown. So you go with the energy. And I'm looking at what Marvin says. So if you start off as friends, I have a lot of female friends that, you know, sometimes it can blossom into a relationship. But what are you saying? If you're friends, are you friends where you're looking to become in a relationship, or if it grows into that? Because sometimes it doesn't grow into that. And then Marvin, and the way you wrote it, again, I don't know if I'm assuming, you know, how if it don't grow into the relationship, or then it's the man's fault, because a lot of women are looking for relationships where sometimes the man is not, or not happy with the direction or the way you move or whatever, or the compatibility there, that you're not on the same page. But, I just know that some women I approached as friends, and some were friends with benefits. Some were friends and remain friends. But when I was looking and met somebody and I felt that energy that I really wanted to invest, I put in relationship energy into that relationship, even though it's a friendship, but I'm putting relationship energy. There's a difference. I don't put relationship energy into my friends now. I don't put that. It's a difference. Oh, we can hang out, we can go out, we can do this and do that. But when I like somebody, it's a different type of energy that I put in. It's relationship energy that I put in, that I'm trying to build. That's the difference. And if you know what you're doing, you can feel if it's reciprocal. And if it's reciprocal, you move. Because if it's not reciprocal, then that's a red flag to say, maybe I need to pull back, because maybe they're not feeling what I'm feeling. But to me, friendship is one kind of energy. Relationship energy is totally different for me, at least for me.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm glad at the end you said for you, because I can't tell the difference. And the reason I say that is because I can get caught up in the moment and do some relationship type shit with somebody who I don't want to be in a relationship with. But everybody's views on relationship is different. I can sit here and, send you some flowers to your job and do this and do that, and not even really like you like that, just to put a smile on your face. If you was having a bad day and I send you something, that don't necessarily mean I like you like that. But I can see where I put myself in that situation and I'm sending mixed signals. So I get it. I truly get it.
Definitely sending mixed signals.
Well,
if you want to keep it on a relationship status, a friendship status, then do friendship stuff.
But what is that? What is friendship stuff?
Friendship stuff is, don't call me, and not like that.
Damn.
I just love when I love when the street/ghetto side come out of Veronica, the Black Barbie. That's her. That's the real Black Barbie come out.
I'm gonna say this: if by your definition, what I want you to go, and you tell me what friendship stuff is, and I'm just curious to hear it. What is friendship stuff?
Veronica or me? Veronica, go ahead.
Whoever. Anybody. It's for everybody.
Friendship stuff is friends. Like, friend, do you need this? Friend, are you good? If I'm sick, friend, you need me to bring you some Gatorade over. Like, Fatine offered that to me when I had COVID. Fatine would call and, check up on me. You need anything? Let me know. That's a friend. Don't say, hey, you want to come over? Next thing you know, we in bed together. That's not a friend. That's relationship status stuff. You know what I'm saying? We watching a movie or whatever. Then next thing you know, we cuddling, going to sleep. Friends don't do that. So that's when feelings get involved. And one thing leads to another. That's one example of the difference between friends and trying to take it somewhere else, in my opinion.
For me, my opinion is relationship stuff is you're trying to build something. So you're trying to invest in the person. You're not only enjoying the person, you're trying to invest in the person. That to me is relationship stuff. Me having a friend, remember, a friend, because I don't exclude benefits. There's some friends that are friends that you're cool with. There's some friends that you can watch a movie and can cuddle and go to the bedroom, but it can be some kind of emotions there, but you know that you're not taking it further because of what A, B, and C. You may realize that. And I think it takes mature people to understand that. But for me, a relationship, Victor, to answer your question, is investing. Now I'm investing time. I'm sacrificing, or I hate to use the word sacrifice, but I'm giving up. Oh, yo, Veronica and Victor got a party tonight, but I got a chance to do something with this young lady that I'm trying to invest in. I'll see y'all. Y'all just fill me in and let me know. Just let me know. So it becomes an investment. And that's the difference for me. When I invest, I'm putting time in. I'm really concerned about just about any and everything that you do. And I'm willing to sacrifice. And I'm also looking for some part of you to throw some type of investment there. And that's when I know that we're moving in that relationship type direction.
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna disagree with you on this one thing, and then
Okay.
you can go. I call you, Fatine, and Victor a friend. Ain't no way I'm getting ready to cuddle with y'all. No,
Right,
absolutely
but
not.
remember, you're right. But remember, I said there's
Absolutely
friends, and then there's friends with benefits. There's different type. There's certain friends that I don't do that with, but there are some friends that you deal with enjoyment, and you don't have a problem having casual sex or being intimate without sex, touch, cuddle, or whatever. I don't run from that because I've had friends like that. So that's why I use the word friend with benefits. And then there's friends that's not with benefits that you stay in that lane. But I'm not going to not have this conversation because I've had friends with benefits that we both wanted that. We both needed that, but we didn't want a commitment, and we respected one another. And I think that comes down to two individuals making that decision.
Yeah.
To me, the only difference between friends and a relationship is the monogamy. That's it. That's the only thing that I feel like transpires over, because I've had friends with benefits, and I don't play in that lane anymore because that's not my lane to play in. You know what I'm saying? Some people some friends that I've had, we would have a movie night, we had date night and all that shit, and we sit on the couch and we rub, touch, whatever, but we just penis and vagina didn't meet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a friend that was a lesbian. She used to let me practice, put my
That's
face.
it. Oh,
I talked about, like, this has happened, and my thing is, as long as we're not having intercourse, we cool. Like, we
that's
can
the
put
line.
that's the line for me, is intercourse. We have intercourse. It's gonna be, we need to. There's a conversation way before we have intercourse. But if we want to you want to, lick on each other and suck on each other, I don't get. We cool. My feelings is not in that. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
It's
believe
not. You say what? Girl, listen, let me tell you something. I'll lick the soul out of you and won't speak to you the next day.
See, that's that. I mean, you do have some women that may be down with that, just like you're saying.
There's a
I'm not built
category.
that way. I'm not, Nate.
And that's who you are. I mean, EG says platonic friends versus intimate friends. There's lanes out there. You don't fit in that lane. There's plenty of people that fit in the lane. Tyrone, I totally disagree with you, bro. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is still a relationship. I've been in with benefits and there ain't been no relationship. When you say relationship, what do you mean? Are you talking about two people related, or are you talking about a commitment? Because I've been with friends with benefits and there ain't been no commitment. They can date whoever they want to. They could have a man on the side. I don't care. It's what we decide to do. And if you mean it's a relationship of an understanding, I'll get with that. But when you say like a relationship of committed with friend with benefits, no, because I don't really question you. If I go to Walmart, like Victor said, and I see her walking down with another man, and we friends with benefits, hey sis, how you doing? Because we know what lane we are in, and we respect one another's lane.
So Tyrone, you see, I've learned something about Tyrone. Tyrone is a literal person. He is very literal, and I believe Tyrone chooses his words.
Yes.
And what he's saying is a relationship. It is, and the definition of relationship is the way two or more concepts, object, or people connected at the state of being connected. So,
Right.
And I did say that, depending on how they're relating.
But he's saying a relationship, but he didn't,
Say
specifically
commitment.
say committed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and he came back and said that. And thank you, Tyrone, for clearing that up. He did say I didn't say commitment.
But it is it is in a sense.
It is a relationship. And I can it depend on it, right. And I said that if he means it in a way of relating with one another, he is correct about a relationship. But a lot of times people use that word relationship as a commitment, but he didn't mean it like that. It's a sexual relationship. Oh, so yeah, and you're right. It's a friendship with sexual benefits. That's all to it. It's a friendship with sexual benefits.
So can we use the word intimate? Is there a difference between an intimate relationship and a sexual relationship?
Yes, intimate relationship don't have to be intercourse.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
You could cuddle, you could touch, but there's no sex. That's intimate, but doesn't have to be, Intimate can also be emotionally, and feelings and expressing.
Can y'all have intimate relationships?
I have them, and I have those kind of relationships where there is no sex. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: I've had an intimate relationship with someone, and there was no sex, like Fatim said, and we fell out, and I thought it was damn near like a breakup. I mean, we fell out over some dumb shit, and like I almost look at her as an ex. And we never seen each other naked. I don't know. I probably did send a weenie picture or something, but
Oh my God. And I was getting ready to say, are you talking about me? So I know you ain't talking.
No, hell no.
No, hell no.
And we fell out, like I said, we fell out over some dumb shit. And it was almost like a breakup because I was like, yeah, it was weird. I mean, we still kind of talk on the phone a little bit, but it ain't like what it was. It ain't definitely like what it was.
All right, so let me get to some of these comments. TJ Film. Being nice is not flirting. Dang, we can't be nice. Who said that? Who said something about flirting?
Nobody. Not us. Maybe somebody in the chat or something.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's commenting behind someone. I don't know. So Marvin says, if I say I don't want a relationship, then is it my fault if the friendship doesn't turn into what a woman wants?
Oh. In her eyes, yes. In his eyes or my eyes or male's eyes, no. I think when we at the place now. Let me back up. I'm at the age now that I ain't got time to be playing with nobody.
Grown.
So my thing is this: if I tell you something in the beginning, stick to that. Stick to what I'm saying. If you choose to go further with me, I'm going to always tell you, remember what I told you in the beginning. So if you decide, like the instance you gave, if I call you and you come over, I say, hey man, you want to come over and chill, and you come, it ain't I didn't make you come. Well, I did. You didn't.
You really didn't.
Or try. I mean, it ain't gonna last that long. You better have that rules on your way you drive over here. But what I'm saying is, if you already know what it is, I've always said at 10 o'clock to 7 or 10 to 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Them screwing hours. If you come to my house at 10:01 and you ain't trying to do nothing, take your ass home. Don't call me before 10 a.m. We ain't got nothing to talk about unless you talking about some underwear. I'm at that age now. We ain't doing that.
So let me just comment on.
I thought you said that you don't do that. But go ahead, Fatim.
Yeah, I want to comment on something that Victor said, because he keeps saying this, and I agree with him from his perspective. He said, I'm at this age for not playing games. And I respect that as we get older and mature and become adults, for not playing games. I don't care what age you are.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is that when I was single or younger, I played some games. I've been in a committed relationship for a long time. We raised our children together. We did this, we did that. And I'm at this stage now. So I'm not where, because Victor talks about he's never been married, and there's no knock on that. But he gotta go, honestly, if he do choose to go that way, he gotta go somewhere where I've been. I've been there. So now I'm out of there, and now it's a different lifestyle. I'm older than both of you, and now the direction I want to go is a combination of playing games. I don't want to play games no more. I want to be authentic, but I've been in a long committed relationship and raised a family, and it was prosperous with a few little obstacles here and there, but it was prosperous. So now where I'm at, I don't make those statements. I don't want to play games, but I know what I want. And I think that the people that I deal with, I put it on the table. And once I put it on the table, it is what it is. So to go back to you, Marvin, I put it on the table. If you didn't comprehend that ain't damn my fault. I don't give a damn if it comes from our eye. I put it on the table. This is how I'm moving. This is how we always say, give the other person the option to accept or decline. I'm not talking Martian. I'm not talking Chinese. I'm talking English. This is the way I'm moving.
And I get that, but I think it's different when it comes to males and females. I think y'all can hold off a very long time without, catching deep, hard feelings for someone. And you all can handle not, trying to take it elsewhere because you already put it out there. We're only going to be friends, right? But when a female look at it and she's like, we're doing all these things and we're like connected and blase, we feel a little different. It's different on a female. For some of us, it's different on our side, and I think that's why a lot of times we females, that's why we always end up getting hurt, because we think it's going in a different direction, possibly soon, but it doesn't end that way. So we end up getting hurt behind the situation.
So let me just respond real quick and then I'll be quiet. So Veronica, in the beginning, I see what you're saying. In the beginning, when I was younger, I didn't have to be attracted to you. My body, boom. I didn't have to be attracted to you just to have sex and so and so. Now at my stage, it got to be some kind of attractiveness to have me interested in you. So back then, played more games. Now I ain't playing those games because if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not even going to be motivated to you if you want intimacy or whatever, because it's a different mindset, I'm in a different place now. So I get it. I understand that. Yeah, back when I was younger, like me and Victor has said it, and I agree that we can sleep and walk away and keep on walking. Now I'm a sucker for feelings because I love the feeling. I love that warm and fuzzy feeling. I love when I meet females now that there's some type of kinship that I like, that I enjoy that feeling, because that when there's a connection, I enjoy that. Before, I didn't really give a damn about that connection. I cared about putting a notch on my belt sometime.
Right.
But now it got to be something there. So I'm a sucker for feelings now at the end of the day. So it got to be something that has me attracted to you, that I want to spend time or want to talk with you. Because if it's not, it's going to turn me off, and then I'm wasting my time and wasting your time.
Absolutely. And we're getting older. We're not getting any younger. So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Asia said that's V. That's friends with excellent damn benefits. Absolutely. But go ahead. I was going to get to some more comments, but go ahead, Vic.
Me too. Keisha Washington, Batty Braids by Keisha, says, when a man say he just want to be friends and you want more, that is definitely the exit point most of the time a man doesn't change his mind no matter how good you are. That's a damn fact.
And that's a fact. But at the same time, it's easier said than done, because if you're really attracted to somebody and and I'm not disagreeing with what Keisha said, because that is facts. It should be the exit point. But sometimes you want more, and you're not going to just exit the door just because you sometimes you want more.
But Fatim just got finished saying he's speaking English. He ain't speaking Martian. He ain't speaking, I think he said Spanish, another language. If I tell you in the beginning, this is all I want, I've said it. You comprehended it. How you move forward is not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. I just said I agree. I definitely agree with what she said. It is the exit point for some people. But if you want to get someone, if you want to get to know someone, and my thing is, don't tell me 2, 3, 4 months into what we're doing. We already, talking. We already had, we already been out. We already did this and we already did that. And then you come, let me know the first conversation we have. Tell me I'm not looking for anything. The first conversation. So, because at this point, if I kiss you, are you rubbed on me the right way or whatever? Okay.
So now the exit plan comes with so if I see myself catching feelings, so if that's the case, then a breakup should be planned. What you're saying is I don't think that's fathomable. You can't do that. If
you can't.
Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but look at it from this aspect. If we a year down the road and I say I don't want a relationship, I should have that choice. You're taking that choice away from me. Basically, what you're saying is we doing a relationship things. We in a damn relationship because you want that, and I'm sitting here telling you I don't want that. You're basically forcing me to be in this.
I'm not forcing you to be into nothing. What you should be doing is you should be telling me this at the beginning. Don't wait until I get feelings. Don't wait and try to change it up now, talking about I don't want a relationship. No, tell me that at the beginning. Don't wait.
What if it take me 6 months to realize I don't want to be in a relationship?
Exactly. You don't know that all the time in the beginning. Sometimes you don't know that in the beginning. Sometimes you're feeling people out, Veronica. So in the beginning.
First of all, both of y'all switching up what y'all saying. Because at first, Victor, wait a minute. At first, Victor, you said I would never put somebody in a situation like that.
I would.
But now you're saying, if I tell you at the beginning, but you wouldn't even put someone in that situation. Fatim, you just rung the bell from what I was saying about feelings getting involved and how you should tell someone at the beginning about. So what are y'all?
Okay, so I'm going to switch up. Let me explain. I understood what you're saying, that the emotional ties that a woman has, you're explaining what happens sometimes. Even though it's put on the table, you explain that. I gave you a bell for that because that's sometimes the reality, and that causes the problem. You're right about that. But on the other end, I do agree with Victor from the perspective that in the beginning, when you are friends and it grows into something, sometimes the view of one or both of you changes as time goes on. That's why. So I agree with both of you, because you're honestly saying different things within the relationship. So that's why I gave both of you bells. I wasn't switching up.
I got to get to these comments.
Wait,
go.
I'm going to just say this to answer your question. I won't put nobody through that. I'm commenting on a comment or a situation that we were commenting on. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's it.
Emily says, but we are over 40, 70 acres and a mule. Stop playing. I don't know if Emily is commenting behind.
She's not.
Someone. Okay. So, Vern, if you can't sit on the couch and have a conversation about nothing, sex is useless. Nicole says,
whoa. What does he mean? Wait a minute. If you can't sit on the,
what he mean.
if you can't sit on the couch and have a conversation about nothing, sex is useless. Didn't we say this, Victor, as men, that sometimes two people come together and the sex is just off the chain, but you don't have nothing in common?
That is true. But what I will, you're right. But what I say is, I'm not having intercourse with somebody, but we can have oral sex with each other, and it is what it is.
It is. And see, and what Victor said is from the oral, the other person will say, well, I can do it both ways or one way or whatever, because the sex, sometimes I've heard it, I've seen it. Yo, the sex is off the chain, but y'all are not compatible. Because I've seen people complain and this, but it's 11 o'clock, Friday night, they ain't got nothing happening.
Sex in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and not having feelings for people these days.
Oh, please, I got somebody 72, pop that blue pill and pop it in and go on about his business. And you better get on out of there when he's done. What are you talking about? What y'all thinking about your parents? There's a lot of boy, y'all just don't know, boy. There's some women out there that don't get, they just need, look, they need a little tighten up. And I'll see you next month sometime.
I feel like if you're having sex with somebody more than 3 times,
ain't gotta always be feelings. It's sex. It's sex.
How do I do that? Like,
but that's her. That's her. And Easy says she can. She can have sex. I mean,
sex. Shit, no damn feelings all the time. Get that shit. Get a nut and keep it moving, man.
But Veronica, I'm gonna say this: don't change because
I'm not
how other people may view things. Stand on what you say. If you feel like somebody playing with you, then that's exactly what the fuck they was doing. Don't change. Like, I can always look at, another situation and give my input, but that still doesn't discredit how the other person feels. Because if you feel like somebody played with you, that's exactly what they did, and ain't a damn thing nobody can say to make you feel like you wasn't getting played with. So I'm not trying to discredit anybody's feelings in this. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is if I can have oral sex with whatever woman out there and not even speak to her the next day. But intercourse, we got to.
Yeah, and I know Veronica want to get the comments. Just want to hit Tracy White. She said, men play, then when the female cuts us off, now we're wrong. Tracy, that's the psychological game that the man is playing on you. He know his ass is wrong, but now when you cut him off, now you're not dealing with his antics. Now you cut him off. Now he may want to get back in there, so he's going to play the psychological game and try to blame it on you. It's just a psychological game. If you fall for that, when you come to the end of the road and he's playing, cut his ass off and leave it be. If he says you wrong and you ain't wrong, hell with his ass. Hell with him.
You know what, Fatine, Veronica, I had a conversation, I won't say when, and this woman told me something that I never thought about. She said a woman can have sex anytime she want to. And she didn't say it like that. She said it's easy for a woman to have sex because it can come to her any kind of way. It's easy for a man to be in a relationship because women are desperate these days for a good man. And I was like, at first we was going back and forth, but I was like, I get it. Because Veronica, you could put it out there right now. You want some penis and you'll get many, many, many takers. But if you was to say, I want a boyfriend, you might not get as many. But for a man, if he's saying, I want a girl, he want to have sex, he may get some. But if he say he really want a girlfriend and he really about something, they coming. All a woman got to do is see a decent man saying he ready to be in a relationship, and the motherfuckers coming. They coming.
And then they're cut. Again, I got to go to EG here. She said, I got a business to run, a house to clean, clients to help. Just tighten me up occasionally. All I got time for right now. And that's and I've known those type of corporate women when I lived constantly in New York that worked in corporate America. They got children at home. They ain't got time. They need a little tightening up, and they go on about their business until the next time you get that phone call. And ain't nobody, I never looked bad at them and felt away or whatever. And that's how we had that situation going. Now, what I will say to EG, this is very interesting, and she could comment on it, is that when you have a person like that and they respect your boundaries, but that person is a real good person and husband material, they can change your attitude towards them, the way they treat you, because you know sometimes it's hard to find that man with all those kind of good qualities, but he's not trying to change you. He's just dealing with the situation. But sometimes, like you say, that's where you at in that lifestyle. But his persona and how he moves as a man could also change your outlook as time go on, because a lot of times you don't want to let a good man slip through your hands, which we talked about earlier today when you said, Veronica, as we put out, have we ever, or to the women, have you ever let a good man slip through your hands? Yep. But I respect what you say, Sister EG.
But
totally.
But while we shouldn't even be having those conversations, if all I'm doing is tighten you up, we shouldn't. The only thing I'm worried about is when the next phone call coming. That's all we talking about. I don't care about your day. I don't care what you and your kids or what you ate for dinner. I don't give a shit. If this is what we're doing, only thing I care about is when you bringing your narrow ass back over here and getting your narrow ass back out the door. Bro, you know how this shit can work.
Oh, I know how it works.
Like, you know,
but it's not done with disrespect, Victor. It's done. Well, I mean, when there's you're still relating with the person. There's still some kind of concerns. It's just like relationship concerns, and it's not no deep friendship concerns. You know what it is, but it's still, you enjoy the moment and then you move on, and that's about it.
That's what she said. They can change my attitude towards the situation only if I'm open to that.
And that's true.
That's get correct. It. So if we've established we friends with benefits, the fuck I care about what you did at work? I don't care. I don't even want to hear it. Basically, when we you know the confines, like when you start venturing outside of that, that's when the problems, you know, man, I had a rough day. I just need somebody to talk to. Well, damn, your mom, where your mom at? Where your sister at? The fuck you calling
but
me?
You don't look, well, Victor, there's a difference between just sexual partner and friends with benefits. Friends is somebody that you're cool with. It's just that you have taken it into the intimate portion of that. So there is a little bit of concern, because I'm concerned about my friends at the end of the day. Now, if you're talking about just a rendezvous, tighten up time to time, we ain't got no kind of established friendship, then yeah. But if we friends with benefits, yeah, I got a little concern. I don't mind hearing a little bit about your day and vice versa, because you know that that person is going to be willing to listen to you, but there's no investment in a relationship. And then you got the cherry on top with some sex.
So my Charleston gal say, y'all talking about transactional relationships ain't nothing to talk about. And for team, I get what you're saying. So if we friends with benefits, you're saying we were friends first and then we started screwing. So
exactly,
there's no point of just cutting the friend part off and just focus on the benefits.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So it's gonna turn into somebody's feelings about to get hurt, bro.
That's what I've been saying.
Somebody's feelings about to get hurt. I don't know.
It can,
bro.
It can.
Come on, bro.
It can, but I've seen people with friends with benefits. And, well, I don't want to sit here and tell the stories, but I've seen people with friends with benefits, and I've seen one or both move on with somebody else that they invest in, get engaged and married. A lot of people, some people in this comment have been friends with benefits and ain't married that person, and they still friends, may not be friends with benefits no more because their relationship has changed. You understand? Because I know we friends with benefits. You're right, Victor. Feelings can get involved, especially when you're friends and you intimate like that. Yes, feelings can get involved, but is it relationship investment feelings? And sometimes, you know, I'm cool with this person, I like this person, but this is not who I want to be my wife. And that may be where it's at. That's all I'm saying.
I get that.
Hmm?
I just think once we have sex, I have to change now to keep it there. So I may not call as much no more, and it's gonna be focused about maybe focusing on the sex and steering away from the feelings because I don't want a relationship with her.
It was a comment that I wanted to get to. I think it was Nicole. She had said something. These comments they're coming through so fast. Nicole has said something, and I think it was further up.
Which one? I honestly can't understand how you just have sex with friends and have no kind of emotions. And there are emotions. I said right now, there is some type of attachment or attraction. So there is emotions there, but it's not investment emotions to saying, I want a relationship. I want this to be my woman. Sometimes it's not there that you want that person to be your woman for whatever the reason is. But yes, Nicole, emotions do get involved there. But because it's emotions don't mean it's going to be an engagement and a marriage tomorrow. That doesn't mean
no
that.
one said anything about no engagement or no marriage.
Emotions can get involved, of course.
So
Sure.
I'm listening. I'm reading.
I was gonna get to Robert because I think he said read his comment. He says, "But you don't have nothing in common. What if you're feeling someone that you're scared to make that in the next step?" What is he saying?
I don't know.
But you don't have nothing in common. What if you feeling someone that you're scared to make that in the next step?
I think he's saying if you're feeling someone and you're scared to take that next step, like
why would you take a next step if you have nothing in common?
It makes no
What's the
sense.
next step? If the next step is sex and sex, then there's nothing, the next step is sex. But if you're talking about a relationship, that's you being a fool. If there's nothing in common, why would you invest in a relationship with a person that you have nothing in common with? That's a fool. That's a fool goal.
I want to ask you something, Fatin.
Uh-oh.
Ron, I want to ask you something too. Fatin, have you ever had a woman say, "I just want to give you some ass"?
Yeah.
Veronica, have you ever had a man said, "I just want to give you some birds"?
No, honey, because they want this goods.
So when a woman says that, she's
Where's
with
the
that.
question going?
Both what I said, we're both talking about people being forward, telling somebody, "I want to have a sexual encounter with you," right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is worse? Because they're not equal.
Don't come to me talking about you just want sex. I'm not even going to waste my time. Goodbye. That's me.
So
not for team.
What I'm saying is it's always looked at different if a man is being forward sexually than a woman being forward sexually. If a woman's saying, because she's going to be looked at different and he's going to be looked at different. But
Yeah.
the situation is going to always be different. For a woman to be forward and say, I just wanted you to hit me off real quick, she may be looked at as a whole sleaze, whatever. But if a man say it, you know what I'm saying? You
Absolutely.
looking at it derogatory. Like really bad, huh?
It's totally different from when it comes from a man, when it comes from a female. You're right. Because no man better not come to me telling me he only wants sex. No, sir.
No. He said he only wants sex. He said, I just want to. He said, well, I guess you're right. That is exactly what he's saying. I just want to give you some meat. And you gonna look at if a woman came to me and told me that, I'm going to entertain the why. I'm kind of going to say, well, why? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious. I'm gonna probably say no, but I'm still gonna hear you out. You ready to slap somebody?
So Victor is dead on. Victor is dead on. October 18th, 11 p.m. I'm looking at my messenger. I can't show you because I don't need to show you the name. Comes through. Can we have sex? Laugh out loud. I responded when. I responded, no, we didn't. When? She responded. Then I came back like what Victor said. So why all of a sudden you want to give me some wet, gushy stuff? You horny?
Wet, gushy stuff?
I came out. Like Victor said, why? I asked why now? Because I never pursued this person like that. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not offended. I'm slightly flattered, but it's cool. I know how I was moving with this person. But Victor is right. It's looked at and dealt with differently. Not say dealt with differently, but it's
that's a
looked upon
John
differently.
question. John actually posed the question. I just worded it a little differently.
Okay, well, I just gave you the example.
Yeah, John worded it, but I wasn't gonna say it exactly how he said it. But for team, the intrigueness. I could be sitting nowhere, and if a woman come up to whisper to me and say, "I want to give you some tail," I want to know why. I got the woman. I want to know why. I need to know. But if a man come up and tell a woman that, all of a sudden now he's the most creepiest person in America, lock his ass up, you know what I'm saying? Cut his weenie off, all that.
Yeah. But I can't. Some women will fall for it.
But see, Quran say something coming along with that tail. Yeah, nut. Yeah, you're right. An orgasm. That's what's coming along with it. She may not get one, but if I decide to go through with it.
Yeah. And John said, I talked myself out of something. No, I didn't talk myself. Well, maybe I did, but I wasn't intrigued. Like you said, it's flattering and it's cool, but I'm not moving in that direction with that person. But, Victor did bring up a point. It's not about me. The point, I'm dealing with the point that Victor, it just happened this week. You know what I'm saying? I told you the date. I gave you the date, October 18th, 11 p.m.
At 11 p.m. Do tell.
I told you. I told you.
Thursday, wasn't it?
She was ready for you to come over immediately.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, though, but what the point of it, Victor's saying is that it's looked upon differently. And I never looked upon, because I remember when I was dealing, and this young lady was, not this young lady here, I'm talking about when I was in New York, the corporate young lady, she was married, but she was getting a divorce. She had a child. So she wasn't looking for a commitment. She was not looking for a commitment. And I'll never forget when I walked into the train station after she came over, she asked me, do I feel cheap? And I was like, no, girl. I said, this works out good for me. I feel good. I don't feel cheap, but a lot of women are not, because it's usually the other way around. Men tend to do that, make that call and whatever. This sister made the call. It never made me look at her in no disrespectful way, because she was handling her business as a woman. She was a mother. She was in corporate America. She took care of her business, and it was what it was. And I respected this woman for what it was. I never looked at her in no bad way or at all, because we all have needs. And a lot of times we play around with this and being coy. Just let people know what you need and what you want and decide what you're going to do.
We have needs, but I'm definitely, Veronica, will not be going to nobody inbox or.
So let me.
You want some.
Let me say this before
you some wet gushy stuff, as Fatine say. What the world?
Before you put your foot in your mouth, let me tell you something. I saw a thread one time, and I believe this shit. The women said, these men out here are so easy, they'll let you hit for the simplest things. And in the thread, it said, check comments. And the woman said, I complimented this dude on his haircut. He was in my bed the next night. One woman said something about, I told him he looked like he was a great father to his kids. He jumped in my inbox and I was sleeping with him. Like, y'all don't come out and say it like that, but y'all do look, when y'all want to, if y'all want to get that itch scratched by a certain man, y'all know how to go out there and get them. Y'all do.
That's not going to be the first thing I'm looking for in a man, is to lay down with him. I'm not. Like, I don't care how attractive a man is, that's not going to be the first thing that I'm looking to do with this man, is to lay down with him. No, I want to learn about you. Let me know some things about you.
All right, so you learn all this.
Peter.
You learn all this, and then we good. And then you find out that the Peterbird trash. Then what?
Bye. I just play. I'm
no,
playing.
no. Petite, she ain't playing. She dead ass serious.
Listen.
Go
I
and
know
get
what
that
you-
out the way to start with.
You
No,
came out like that. I know it's the truth.
I'm
And
not
it should be the
getting ready
truth.
to just lay down with somebody that. Listen, and this going back to what Tyrone said. I want to get the Tyrone comment. Tyrone says women only share themselves with men they are attracted to. Women's attraction is more mental than physical. They have been entertaining a man in her thoughts if they are this forward. Okay, I agree with
Get a
some of
bell
that.
for me, Tyrone, on that one, brother.
I agree with some of that, but sometimes we are vulnerable. We're just getting out of relationship. We're at our lowest. We feel bad. Sometimes we let a man. I hate to say it. I'm just saying sometimes we're at a low point in our life and we're vulnerable, and you can say the right thing to us at that right time, and we're like, okay, well maybe
That's true. That's true,
You
Veronica.
know what I'm saying? And then we regret it. I know.
Do you regret it? Wait,
You know what?
I gotta put this out here because this
Yes.
is so Veronica. I'm not talking about the first time, but I'm not talking about the 8th time neither, because I just don't want to put that years, over 20 some years in a marriage that when we first got together, when I use the word first, physically got together at my house, we slept together. And see, all this taboo about
You was just breaking up with somebody. You was getting out of something.
I'm talking about with her. No. I was 3.5 years out of my past divorce. I'm talking about when you saying about sleeping. No, I'm not commenting on the vulnerability, because I told you I agree with the vulnerability. A lot of us are vulnerable to certain things. I will do certain things because I lost Hanifa or whatever. So there's a lot of vulnerabilities there. What I'm saying is, a lot of times you put these stipulations down, and I get it that, I'm not going to sleep with you right away. But I'm just saying, why, if you are attracted to the person, because me and Hanifa, when we physically got together on New Year's, we slept together, and we were together in a relationship in a marriage for over 20 plus years. No. So what I'm saying is, why do you put those restrictions? Why? I mean, I'm not saying you don't get to know the person, but how long is getting to know a person for you?
Okay, we're talking about two different things here. Wait, because you messed me up, because I thought you were saying, why did I regret it?
No, I'm not even worried about that. The vulnerability, I'm on the page with you. I don't have no challenge on that. I don't have no question on that, because I accept what you say. Yeah. Sometimes you become vulnerable because of past relationship, hurt, or whatever. And sometimes you go ahead and do things that you may regret later, or it may be something that you chalk up as, I was vulnerable, I did it. Normally, I don't do it. I'm cool with that. I don't question that. I'm going back to the point where you said, I got to get to know the person. I'm just not going to give it up on the first date. I got that part, but I'm trying to see, how long does it have to take? Is there a stipulation that you have?
Fatine, really, it depends. It depends on how I'm feeling that person. Say if we've been talking on the phone, for some weeks, a month, and we finally get together, things get passionate. We, feeling on one another. Things are heated. Panty dropper, maybe.
Got it. I got it.
Daddy and mama, turn the phone off.
Yeah. Because I'm just trying to tell you that when women tend to hold sex as a weapon against a man, that's one of the worst things that y'all can do. Because, and I'm just being honest with you, because when you hold it as, well, I ain't going to give him nothing, he going to really have to work for it. And that's cool. But you got to realize, as you doing that as a weapon to get what you want or make him wait, there's somebody else out there that ain't worrying about what you doing. They going to worry about getting what they want to get.
And that's true. And then, you know what? And if you having sex with me was the only thing that you was looking forward to, then move on. But I'm saying, like, if we're talking and we getting to know one another, then we finally get together and we meet up, whatever, things get spicy, things get hot. Who says where things will lead? I'm not on that 90-month thing that Steve Harvey was talking about. I should.
90 months. I
Oh,
give
90 days,
I give
90 days.
90 days, 90-day rule.
Steve
But
Harvey shouldn't even give that damn advice because his ass didn't take that damn advice himself. And don't have me start because I know a little bit about
Oh,
I'm
Steve.
just saying, like,
So,
but we have to be respectful to one another.
so
Who's
Veronica,
saying that man don't want to wait? Go ahead, Vic.
I agree. I agree with you. I do. Because there's gonna come there's got to be what you're saying. I agree with you. You have to have. There's got to be. I can't just run into bed with you, especially if because I'm going to look at this situation differently if we go to bed too quick. That's just me. I'm going to want to take my time, especially if I want a relationship with you. I'm going to treat you differently than if I just wanted to sleep with you. Now, what Fatima is saying is, yes, has it happened where I've slept with somebody kind of quick and it kind of blossomed into something? Yes, that has happened too.
Yeah.
And it was good. I mean, I'm single now, so it neither one worked. But in a sense, yes, both scenarios are possible. But I'm more reluctant to what you're saying, Veronica, that I would rather take my time and ease into something.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want the emotional attachment if I can't stand your ass. If I find out you got some funky shit going on, or me and your mama don't really get along like that, and we've already had sex, I don't want to be putting up with your mother just because we done had sex and it's good. Like, I'd rather take that off the table and let me see what's going on, and then go from there.
You know, EG said something, and I understand what she was saying. She said that's not weaponizing sex. That's protecting your heart until you're sure he's worth it. And I came back and just basically said that I wasn't addressing those that are trying to protect their heart. I'm talking about those women that do weaponize sex, because there are women that do that. But let's switch it for a minute. Us men that say we want to wait and protect our heart. So when y'all decide, oh, I want to give him some and whatever, and he says no, oh, what the hell? He gay? He this? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can do that shit, but then we can't do that shit. Stop playing these bullshit games. Stop. That's what I call it. Bullshit game. Oh, you can protect your heart. He can't protect our heart. Because if we do it, oh, we gay. He got a little weenie. He got this. He got that. No, the psychological part. He can't protect his heart. I'm telling y'all, boy. Tell you can't win being a man. I tell you. So just be who you are. Be the lion of the damn jungle. Conquer the jungle.
We can't. I've said it. We can't. We can't turn down no sex. You can't. As a man, you better not.
I turned that. I didn't. Shit. I could be called so and so. But see, I'm my own man, so I do. Nobody dictate what I do. So that's the bottom line. If I want to do it and you offer it, if I choose to do it, I do it. If I don't, it's my reason.
So Karan,
I got to protect my investment, who I am, because there's other people that have come in here and try to wreck what I've built for so many years. Hell no.
So Karan, when Fatim says that we can't turn down sex, what he's saying is we can't turn it down without the repercussion of y'all getting of some kind of bad, negative something coming along with it. That's what we're saying. We can't. Because a woman can say, nah, I'm too tired right now. And we deal with it. The most I'm going to say is, well, is your mouth tired? Or is your hand tired? That's the most I'm going to say. But if you want some sex from me, and I say no, y'all niggas get to writing letters. You call your girlfriend and say he's screwing somebody before he came over here. Now you get to check his shit. Like, I can't be tired. That's what I'm telling you. You saying you don't, Veronica, you done that shit before. You ain't gonna say you did. No. If a man ever, if a man ever, and a man may have never turned you down, but if a man ever turned you down one time and you want to have sex, your mind goes completely where he just said it. I'm tired. It's that simple. Well, let me rub your leg. Then you get to rubbing on them nuts. And I'm like, man, come on, man. Go on, rub.
Hey, Veronica, it's 10 o'clock. Let's get to this letter.
What letter? At this point,
See, but what I'm saying is it's real because we be like, well, baby, you tired? Let me rub your back. And we get to rub you. Like, get off me. I told you. But let me say, oh, I'm tired. And you get to rubbing my back. And you get to scratching and shit. And you get to rubbing up here. I'm going down. My body is going to respond to the stimulation that you're giving me. But I still don't want to do it. I could be standing at attention. I don't want you on top of me. I'm tired. You get what I'm saying? Because now if I'm tired,
you have to respect it.
It's gonna last a lot longer now. So, and
No,
I ain't trying for it to last no.
I try not to laugh. I try to yawn. I can't even yawn. I can't even get a good yawn in. Veronica make me laugh. But it's true. It's true. And sometimes you just be like, you don't want to be bothered, man. I'm telling you, you just don't want to be bothered.
And I don't see why women think that. I'ma just say me. Sometimes it's just quicker for me to get it myself than to have you get it for me. So don't take it as disrespect. I know I can go ahead and like that. With you, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to, ain't nobody got time for that shit. I just want something quick and keep it pushing. But y'all to take that as disrespect. If you catch me in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, with my shirt pulled up like this and shit.
This has been good tonight. This has been interesting. Woo, this has been a good. We didn't plan this, y'all. We did not plan it. Sometimes we say you got a topic. I didn't hear nothing about that. We didn't even asked this. This was a good show tonight. This is a good show and a lot of comments. Thank you. I know we didn't get to all the comments, but thank you for the comments. This really made a good show. Y'all really participated tonight. Great job, everybody.
Yes. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and read these comments.
Good to see you, my sister Emily, in the comments there.
Oh yeah,
that's my girl.
That's one of my faves. Hey, real talk. This is a question. If you catch your man, you know what I'm saying, pleasuring himself, and you was in the bedroom, would you feel a certain type of way?
I wish you would lay beside me and pleasing yourself.
No. I said if you caught him. I ain't saying he laying beside you. Like he got up and he went to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, and he, whatever. Would you feel a certain type of way if you was laying right there?
And there's nothing wrong with me. My stomach's not hurting. The red light not on.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Oh yeah, dude. What are you doing?
See how selfish that is?
Why are you over there doing that when I'm here? That's selfish of him.
How? It's my body. So now I got to jack off at work. So just to leave you. You know what I'm saying? I can't even. So I could come home. You can have that rose on full blast, and I walk in the bedroom, and I supposed to be cool with that or not even say nothing or whatever. And you like, well, you want some more of this? Fuck no, I can't compete with that damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's supposed to be a part of it. But if I go to the bathroom and let one loose and come back and lay down, you mad?
Yeah. Yes, I'm highly upset.
What Tyrone say? My body, my choice. See? Double standard.
Go to sleep, Tyrone.
So Veronica, instead of that person, he wakes up 3 a.m. and you sound asleep. Instead of him relieving himself, you wouldn't mind him waking you up.
No.
And it's interesting you say that because I don't know what was I go too much info, but I remember one night I woke up, it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm not waking her up. I'm just not. Go to the bathroom. But that that shit, it worked, but it didn't work. I mean, I came back in the bedroom, I was still, and she woke up, went to the bathroom, came back and noticed. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Yo, I try not to wake you up, blah, blah, blah." You know what? She handled her business. And I really appreciated that because I always took in consideration how she felt and never wanted to wake her up or disturb her, because I know in a relationship, it goes, I don't want to use the word 50-50, but it goes both ways of, each other. And those little things there, it goes a long way. And I never forgotten that, because to me, I didn't want to be selfish, but when she saw that I was in need, I didn't have to act. She said, Bob, I was in need that night. You had to put me out of misery. That motherfucker, he just would not go to sleep.
Okay, that's enough. Okay.
He would not go to sleep.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I have to go.
I'm gonna tell you this. And this was a post, but I ain't never been this type of person. This was a post. I said, you got to be a bold motherfucker to wake a woman up to give her some 2-minute penis out of her sleep. Because that's exactly what's about to happen. Before you can damn do this one time and say what, I'm done.
Oh my.
So would you rather that happen, or would you rather me go to the bathroom and handle what I need to handle?
Just go.
Thank you.
Now you switched up on us. Just go now. It's time for us to go to bed.
Because you understand, if I wake you up at 3:30, cause this shit ain't last. It ain't lasting that long.
I like the wake up. I mean, okay, so Tisha says, where Tisha comment was it? I saw this one. And then I look at her profile picture and there's a little hot dog. What? That threw me off. Is that a hot dog?
Yeah, it says, why are you, what she said, jacking up anyway?
Well, she meant off, yeah. But
because it's mine. I don't think women realize, the moment we start playing with ourselves, 4th, 5th grade, we never stop. It's never going to stop until my hands are cut off.
That's why I'm not shaking hands with men no more.
Give them that.
Nasty.
You don't think it don't get on the backside of your hand?
Look.
You don't think it don't get on the backside of your hand?
All right. On that note.
Time to go.
Yes, absolutely. Because some of y'all don't wash your hands.
Yeah, you got to wash that shit off.
Disgusting.
Yep.
You better watch it.
Yep.
That should be stick. You do like this, like you got a web in your motherfucker.
It'd be white.
You like
Elmer's glue when you used to put glue on your hand and shit.
And you be doing this, that motherfucker just be.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But anyway.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Tisha.
She like thick snot.
Oh my God.
See,
I'm afraid to even
when
know
you deal with a clean person, it ain't nasty, baby.
Oh,
she tell your hands are with up. Well, I got 2 of them.
Oh, shout out to Tisha. I don't know who this is, but she says she has a business, a hot dog cart catering service. Shout out to you, Tisha. Are you here in Florence? Where you at? Put your business out there, girlfriend. You travel.
She probably in New York.
Oh, okay.
I would think. I think I would. That's a guess. Let me just say. Yeah. I'm guessing.
Okay, John. Good night. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate each and every one.
Wait a minute, Detroit.
Detroit. Okay. We appreciate you for watching, Tisha.
Shouts out to Detroit.
Tisha? Yes, absolutely. We appreciate you for watching tonight. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. That's going to wrap up the show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate all the comments. Go ahead, Vic.
Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes that thing shoot out. Sometimes motherfucker just ooze. You don't ever know. Oh shit! Sometimes you can damn put. I'll punch a hole in the side of this wall, and sometimes that motherfucker just fall.
Dribble out. Just run down. Just run down like lava.
I cannot.
You better
I'm
get
like,
us off
damn,
this
I got a
damn
bad
thing.
pump. Like my pump
Yeah.
ain't primed up or something.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Oh God.
I thought you was really getting ready to say something serious.
That is serious.
That levee broke, brother. That levee broke. It
Yeah,
broke.
yeah.
That
So
damn
that
levee
is serious.
broke.
You trying to jerk off in the bathroom and you fuck around and shoot it on the blinds and you was aiming for the toilet.
Shit, then hit the little carpet in front of the toilet seat.
Okay.
Now you got
tissue
to wipe
it.
that. Now you got to smear that shit.
You better get us off here, Veronica.
Okay, so I muted their mics. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate all of you for
I'm
watching.
back.
Jesus Christ. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching. I think we have some new people on tonight. Tisha, of course, is one. I hope I'm saying her name right. Tisha, all the way from Detroit. Also, I see a Eddie Bonnet on
Eddie
here.
Bonnet is out of Louisiana. He's on my hashtag Truth Be Told. What up, Eddie? We debate a lot, but he's with us. I bring a lot of people over, and I love that. And we promote, like I said, Veronica, we promote Tangy Tea over there as well. So that's Eddie Bonnet. That's right.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
So if y'all go to a man's house and you see the little carpet in front of the toilet and this one little hard spot.
I better not step on it either.
Oh, you'll
feel it.
Cause I don't put my damn, I don't wash my damn, rugs. My mama do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Let your mama do the really. You know what? Good night.
You've been doing it for years.
Thank y'all so much. Once again, Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. We appreciate y'all so much. Next Tuesday, we plan on having, it's election time. Sheriff Hudson supposed to be joining us next week, but of course, that's not going to take up the whole 2 hours. So we will have the email letter that I was supposed to read tonight. So we'll bring that, but we're going to have Sheriff Hudson come on at the beginning of the show, and then we'll end the show with an email letter, if that's okay with Vic and Bro Fatine. We'll do it that way next week. All right. So thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Bro Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station, New York. Thank you so much. Vic White, thank you, my brother. Every Tuesday, we sit here, we chop it up, we talk about things that's going on in life, it's real life situations, real life stuff, as you can see tonight. Anything, we talk about any and everything. If you would like to be a guest,
do we?
We will. If you would like to be a guest on Tangy Tea of Life, if you have a topic suggestion, if you have an email letter you want us to read, hit me up at tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. All right. And you can be a guest, or I will be reading your email letter right here. Until next week, guys, thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have love upon one another and enjoy this thing called life to the fullest. Until next time, bye.
It's not just